It was actually very special hearing a lot of her story today and the storytelling. I didn't actually have a chance to work with her. I got to meet her just a year ago at a dinner, and she was very generous. She was very direct, very clear. But what I was very impressed about is that she kept in dialogue and kept in conversation with all sorts of people. She held her views very, very strongly, which was fantastic. But she also managed to find a way to sort of keep conversations going with lots of different people with different perspectives as well. So, no, I mean, very special individual. And it's actually, I was just talking to her brother and also to her son, and just just thinking it's been quite a watching the people that have come from all walks of life to pay respects to her just speaks volumes to the impact that she had on New Zealand and New Zealanders. We believe very strongly in localism and devolution, that those closest to the opportunities and also the challenges that we have are the right people to solve those challenges and opportunities. And so when you think about a national party that's built off localism and devolution, you think about mana motuhake, there's been always good values alignment and actually empowering iwi-led organisations. We've talked about, as Māori Health Coalition was here today, that's been a fantastic example. We've got to do a lot more of that, and even in my short time in the last year as Prime Minister, we've done some very good work together. For example, working on really practical things that improve outcomes, immunisation rates for under 2-year-olds. We couldn't do that as government running that centrally. We're better to take $50 million, partner up with iwi health organisations and deliver those outcomes. So, that model of whānau ora, which she developed and she was doing before it became a model, frankly, and before she introduced it formally, we've got to continue that work. I think there's no doubt about it. There's been division that's built up even over the previous 6 years and on all sides of that debate, and there are strong feelings on all sides of it. Having said that, I mean, my position's really clear. The treaty has made New Zealand a much better place. The fact that we've had to wrestle and grapple with issues that we don't always agree on, but we end up discussing and we continue the discourse and the debate and the discussion is important. And I don't think with the stroke of a pen you override 184 years of debate and discussion. What I do think is important is that where we do disagree, we still continue to work together to want to see the country go forward, and that's the great spirit of what you've seen here at the Tangi today, and we see in many places across New Zealand. So for me, it is about outcomes, it's improving outcomes, it's the practical things. Māori, non-Māori, as we heard today, want to have better housing, they want to have higher incomes, they want to have better education, better health outcomes, be safer in law and order sense. So those are the things that our government's got to work for and redouble our efforts. As you know, submissions close January 7th. There'll be some oral submissions. And we won't be supporting the bill, as you know, when it comes back.
And then if I turn it back on your party, James, if we look at the treaty principles bill, polling has shown 2-1 Kiwi support it, but we've not got politicians reflecting that view, and we certainly don't have media reflecting that view. So I would say on behalf of most voters, no, we do not trust elected representatives to accurately represent our wishes. The latest fact we did was on the treaty principles bill, and as you can see here, 3-1 Kiwis want it. This has not been well publicised. This is a piece of curio research. A message for the national members in the room. You've said you won't support it past the first reading, but 4-1 of your voters want it. For the Labour members in the room, even more of your voters support the treaty principles bill. So I've got a whole lot of data here on every other party and breakdown. There's pretty unanimous support.